Hello, everyone. I want to say very big welcome to you. Uh, Thank you very much for joining me right here. Today is going to be a wonderful time. So I would encourage you to please share this video with everyone that you know, because this is going to change someone's life. This is going to transform someone's life. We want to start a series, personal development. I'm going to be sharing 3 steps that you can follow to create a brand new life. I'm talking about a completely brand new life. So if you are, confused in any area of your life, or maybe you are going through some challenges in your life or in any area of your life, be it your spiritual life, your financial life, or maybe in your relationships, or whatever that you are going through. I want you to know that there is a way out. There is a way out. Okay, so get your pen and get your notepad, because I'm going to be going so deep as we go through this series together. All right. So thank you very much once again for joining me on this live uh, teaching. Very important. So let's get started. Let's go to work. So if you really want to create a brand new life, if you want to create, a brand new life, if you want to transform everything in your life, if you want to develop yourself, personally, remember the leadership is first private before it becomes public. So you cannot lead other people on the outside uh, until you start leading yourself. You cannot help others to develop their lives until you start developing your own life. For example, you cannot be a mentor for someone spiritually if you have not developed yourself spiritually. And you cannot be a financial coach for someone if you have not, improved your own financial situation. I hope you understand that. So I'm going to be showing you how you can move to that level where you would be the point of contact, the person that everyone would like to learn from, someone that everyone would like to connect with. And this is very important. Now, the key that you need is your personal development. You need to improve your personal development. So, throughout this series, I will be giving you some powerful steps that you can follow to improve your personal development. So let's get started. I will give you 1 point today, because every step that I want to talk about actually is very deep. So each step will be taken care of during my class. So today's class, we're going to focus basically on the first step. And this is it. If you want to change your life, if you want to create a brand new life completely, the number one thing that you need to do is to find out how things work. Oh, it sounds very simple, right? I know. Find out how things work. That is the first step. And if if you are confused about a particular area of your life, the first thing you need to do is to find out how things work. In other words, acquire knowledge. Acquire knowledge. See, knowledge is very, very key. The reason why you are confused is because you don't know something. The reason why you are frustrated, stressed, and depressed is because you don't know something. You 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 are experiencing the lack of knowledge. That's what it is. Find out how things work. I want you to write that down. Write it down. The number one step is find out how things work. The key word there is find out. Yes, try to underline that word. Find out. Okay? Find out. Now, let me repeat that. Find out. Find out how things work. Now, this is one of the keys that every successful person use every day. Another, I've done my research for you. I've helped you, and I've helped you to check the meaning of find out. It means to investigate. It means to research. Investigate, research how things work. Look for. Say until you get to that point when you become hungry to look for ways to get things done, things will not start to change. Nothing will start to change. There are other meanings for that word, find out. It means to uncover, it means to unveil, it means to identify, unmask. You can also say expose, expose yourself to things, expose yourself to information, release yourself to acquire knowledge, to expose your mind to information. Find out how things work. That is the starting point. Then write down those ideas. The moment you start finding out how things work, the next thing you need to do is to start writing down those ideas. If someone says, I don't have money, or I don't have something, well, the problem is not that the person does not have money, or the person does not have that thing, that whatever that the person lacks. That is not the problem. The problem is that the person lacks ideas. The lack of idea is the problem. The problem is not the money. Now, if you don't have money, then you need to find out how it works, how to acquire it. What do I need to do to get money? So the problem is not that you don't have money. The problem is that you lack ideas on how to make money. That is actually the problem. So it is not the lack of money or something that you don't have. It is the lack of ideas. Lack of ideas. Say, I've been in different situations when people, tell me, I don't have this, I don't have that. And I'm like, okay, if you don't have it, I get it. But that is not the problem. And they wonder, like, I just told you that I have a problem. But that is not the problem. The problem is not the problem. The problem is the way you see the problem. So the problem is not the lack of the thing. The problem is the lack of ideas. Ideas are powerful. The moment you start finding out how things work, then you will start to generate ideas. You will start to generate ways to get things done. Say, to produce ideas, you need to be committed to learning. Let me repeat that statement. To produce ideas, you need to be committed to learning. Say, the owner of an idea is the ruler of the world. Whoever that owns the idea is the ruler of the world. Now think about every great product, or service that you see around you today. Everything was once an idea, but today we are all enjoying the products and the services. Okay, so for you to produce ideas, you need to be committed to learning. Very key. Finding out things you don't know. You need to come to a level whereby you will admit that I don't know. And the moment you admit that I don't know, then you have started your learning. You have started your learning. I don't know gives you the room to start learning. It gives you the opportunity to open your mind. It gives you the opportunity to learn something that you have never learned before. The reason why most people don't learn is because they have not admitted that I don't know. You see, so you need to come to the point whereby you will admit that I don't know. I don't know. I mean, okay, if someone has headache, right? That's a symptom, right? Okay, that is not the problem. That is an effect. We need to dig into the cause. What is the problem in my body? Something is malfunctioning in the body that is causing that headache, that effect. So for you to deal with that headache, you need to treat that cause. That cause, all those causes must be worked on. So the problem is not because you lack something. The problem is that ideas are not flowing. You lack ideas. So think about this for a second. I want you to think about this question. How can you produce ideas? I've been in different coaching sections with many people, and I've heard this question many times. How can I generate ideas? I mean, you're talking about ideas. How can I generate them? Okay, let me just give you, probably like 3 ways to generate ideas. Take your pen. I want you to write these 3 ways down. This will help you. I've used them. I've studied, many great leaders, successful people, all around the world. I've studied the life of Jesus Christ. I believe Jesus Christ, is, the greatest leader that ever lived. Greatest leader. I studied his life, and I find out some certain things that you also can follow to generate ideas. Now, let me just give you a couple of them. Number 1, dig into resources. Dig into resources. So what am I talking about? What am I talking about here? Dig into resources. For example, what are the resources? Books. You need to read books. Very important. You need to read books. You need to learn. You see, I have never seen any great man or woman that is not a learner. I've never met one. So they will tell you, when they tell you their stories, they will show you how to learn something from someone, from somewhere, somehow, how the idea, how that idea, was generated, how they developed the idea. You will discover that they are learners. Courses, sign up for courses. Google what you want. What do you want? What exactly are you looking for? How to make money? You will be shocked if you go to Google Scholar. Google Scholar. Okay, Google Scholar is different from Google. Okay, now if you Google something, you can actually see many things. In fact, you will see some information that are not real. Okay, everyone puts everything everywhere, but go to Google Scholar, where you can see reliable information, researched information. Google Scholar will give you some researched information. You will get some content that you have never discovered before on anything that you are looking for. Find out how it works. Travel if you can. Expose yourself to new environments. Expose yourself to new information. Sometimes you need to relocate from where you are, and relocation doesn't mean the relocation of everything that you have, because most times people relocate from one point to the other, and when they get to point B, for example, let's say if you move from point A to point B, when you get to point B, if you are not careful, you will move from the same mindset from point A to point B, and eventually you will turn point B to point A. Did you get that point? Okay, so that means foolishness does not have location. You can be foolish anywhere. I've seen people who moved from one country to another country, and if you see the way they are living in the new country, you realize that they are still living just as if they are in the previous country, because of their mindset, because of the way they see, because of the way they think. So relocation does not, foolishness does not have location. You can be foolish anywhere in the world. All right. However, for you to transform yourself and to generate new ideas, expose yourself to new information. Information is key. So dig into resources. That is the first thing. If you want to expose yourself to new ideas. Number two, ask questions. Ask questions. Right? It sounds very simple. Ask questions. Let me give you one tip that you can follow from today. Anytime you meet someone that knows or has something more than you, anytime, stop talking. Start asking questions. Now, this is one of my secrets. Anytime I meet someone that knows more than me, I stop talking and I start asking questions. How did you do it? How did you make that happen? Start asking questions. Acquire knowledge. Find out how they did it. See, success leaves clue. The only thing you need to do is to also do the same thing in your own way, be yourself, using the same principle, and you will produce the same result, even better results. Jesus promised that we will do greater works. So you have the capacity to achieve more than your mentor, more than your coach, because you have the ability, you have something in you that is genuine. You have something in you that makes you different from everyone else. So acquire knowledge, learn from their mistakes, and learn from their successes. Learn everything you can. Ask questions. Ask questions from people who are successful around you. And that could be, let's say you want to improve your financial situation. So for example, if you have, let's say you have, let's use dollars this time around. Let's say you have $10, example, in your bank account. Look around you. Someone has $15. Talk to that person. Talk to that person. Ask questions. How did you get the $5? How did you get the $5? Okay, the person has more than you. Ask questions. Look around you. You don't need to travel far. You don't need to go far. Look around you. Some people, they are more successful than you. Get close to them. If you need to change your relationship, I would encourage you to do it and find new friends that will help you to generate new ideas. Number three, find out what works and write it down in a journal. Find out what works and write it down in a journal. See, one of the ways to generate ideas, to produce ideas, is to write. Write things down. Write things down. No, don't tell me I have it in my brain. Sometimes when people come to me and when I ask them about their plans and things they want to get done, and they say, oh, yeah, I know it, I can tell you. I say, no. Don't tell me what you are planning to do. Show it to me. Show me on paper. I want to see your design on paper. Show me the design on paper. So anytime an idea flows, write it down. Document that idea. Put it on a journal. Write it down, because the brain is porous. And the moment you write it down, then the idea will become yours. An idea is not yours until you write it down. So I want you to tweet that tweet that statement and remember to put my name. An idea is not yet yours until you write it down. You have to write it down. Write that idea down. Don't say it is in my head. No. Put it down. Now, go over what you have written down or what you have discovered. Go over it again and again, again and again. This is the secret here. The secret is repetition. Repetition. See, the more you dig into that idea, the more you study more, about that idea, the more ideas you will generate. The more ideas you will generate. If you repeat it, the idea will start to grow and produce more ideas. That's how it works. Because you are finding out, you are trying to find out, how does it work? How can I make this happen? You have the idea becomes two ideas become eight ideas, and you still, you keep finding out, you keep doing your research, investigating, unveiling, unmasking, and do everything you can do to regenerate more ideas. Before you know, you realize that you don't lack money, or you don't lack what you are thinking about now that you lack. The problem is the lack of ideas. So as you keep working on the production of ideas, your mindset will change, and how you see things will be transformed. You will see things differently. You will start seeing opportunities. You will stop seeing the problem, and you will focus more on opportunities. And this is one of the ways for you to have a paradigm shift, to change how you see things, to change how you see things, to change how you speak, to change how you perceive situations. This will help you to change how you interpret your situation. Okay? So the understanding of an idea will show you in a way, and the best way to work in every situation. The understanding of your idea will help you to improve your personality, and eventually it will improve your life. It will improve your life. Capturing the idea is the most important thing. Capturing that idea. Find out how things work. So find out how things work and write down the ideas. So let me quickly show you something that is very important. I love Psalms 111 verse 2. Well, I'm a believer and I love the Bible. The Bible is my secret. Every principle I teach is from the Bible. From the Bible. Okay. So Psalm 111 verse 2. If you have your Bible, I will encourage you, to open it. It says, "Great are the works of the Lord. They are studied by all who delight in them." Let me repeat that. Great are the works of the Lord. They are studied by all who delight in them. Now, there are keywords there. Great are the works. Great. That means if you want to do anything great, now let's come back to your own situation now, your own life. Okay. Now, if you want to achieve anything great, can you just imagine that scriptures that the work of the Lord, they are so great that you have to study them. And who are those that study the great works of the Lord? They are those who delight in them, those who are glad about the work, those who have pleasure about the work, those who are joyful about the work, those who are passionate about the work. That's exactly what I am talking about. So if you are passionate about the result that you want to get, if you have that desire, the passion for that result that you want to get, if you have that desire for that thing that you really want, that you are looking for, that you want, I mean, who knows what you want to improve in your life? The secret is in that scripture. It said they are studied. Studied. Underline the word studied. They are studied. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That is the secret right there. So if you want to be successful, study success. Study success. If you want to be great, study greatness. If you want to be a leader, study leadership. If you want to be a champion, study champions. If you want to be wealthy, study wealth. If you want to be happy, study happiness. If you want to change your social life, study people who are exploring in that area. If you want to change your economic life, study. If you want to change your spiritual life, study. If you want to change your personal life, study. Create time to study. What is the secret? Study, study, and study. Keep finding out how it works. Keep digging how it works. Keep digging until you become consumed with ideas. If you want to be successful, study success. Study what successful people do. Study their errors. Study their mistakes. Study the things that they did right. Study the things that they did wrong. Study failure as well. Because most times most people study success and they don't understand the mistakes that the successful people actually went through. And that's why you need to ask questions. And that will help you to turn your long, for you to start creating shortcuts instead of you going through the same error that they went through. All your long cuts will become shortcuts and you will achieve great results in a very short time. This is how to grow and become successful in every area of life. So you may not be able to do all you are finding out or all you could find, but make sure you find out all you can do. Because I don't want you to get to be, I don't want you to be 60, 70, 80, and eventually you discover that you've only achieved less than 10% of your true potential. I want you to explore and release yourself and become yourself and be your best and do all you can do. Make sure you do your best. When say people say, I have done my best, and I would say, are you sure this is all you can do? Are you sure there is no more information out there that can help you to become better, to do better, and to produce better results? Well, our first step today is find out how it works. Find out how it works. If you want to be successful, if you want to create a brand new life, if you want to become a better person, if you want to do something you have never done before, if you want to achieve a result you have never achieved before, if you want to become an example, if you want to become a mentor for others, if you want to make a difference, if you want to live a better life, find out how it works. Thank you very much for joining me on this live broadcast today. I want to believe that you have learned something. Thank you everyone who have joined me on this live class. Wow, I really love this. Please don't miss tomorrow's section. Tomorrow I will move into the next step. Today, write it down, find out how it works. Tomorrow we will move into the next step, and I'm going to go deep into what you need to do next to create a brand new life, to transform your life, and to fulfill destiny. Thank you once again for joining me right here. And my name is Wale Adekola. One thing I do every day is raising eagles, and I will continue to do this until you succeed. Remember to share this video with everyone. Please share this video with everyone. Someone somewhere will be transformed. This will help someone somewhere in the world. Thank you and God bless you. Bye for now.